Have you ever finished watching something and immediately thought, I just need someone to talk to about this? That's why we're here. I'm Mia.
And I'm Jerry. We realized something recently. We spend hours watching incredible documentaries, TV series, movies, and books, and then we have nowhere to put all of the thoughts afterwards. Our partners either haven't watched the shows, or they definitely don't want a 40-minute conversation about why one fictional breakup perfectly captured emotional safety, or how a documentary may have completely changed the way we think about human behavior. So we decided to have those conversations here instead.
This isn't a celebrity gossip podcast. We're not recapping every episode of the latest reality show. And just so we're clear, there will be absolutely no maths. We're much more interested in what stories reveal about people.
Why certain characters stay with us, why healthy relationships on screen suddenly feel revolutionary, why documentaries make us question ourselves, and why a TV show can completely change the conversation around sex and parenting, friendship, or even masculinity.
We'll probably wander into philosophy,
Definitely feminism,
human behavior,
and culture.
the occasional marketing tangent, and a lot of, wait, did you notice that too?
So welcome to Chemistry Read. The credits might have rolled, but the conversation is just getting started. Welcome back to Chemistry Read. Before we get into our chat about voicemails for Isabelle, I just want to take a minute to let our listeners know that there's currently a very lush giveaway happening in our Facebook group, The Lab. We really want to reward our early adopters with a chance to win a luxury binge night pack. In it, you'll get a pair of high-end wireless headphones so you can listen in private, and a Peter Alexander voucher so you can watch in comfort. Plus lots of other nice bits and pieces to really set yourself up for a night to yourself. Head to the Facebook group, link in the show notes, and pinned at the top, you'll see how to enter. If you've already listened to the first 2 episodes of the show, you've already ticked an entry criteria, so well done. Because it's a physical pack, we will send it to your house, so we had to limit it to Australian residents only. Sorry to our international friends.
In today's episode, we are going to deep dive into Voicemails for Isabelle, which is streaming on Netflix. If you haven't watched the movie, I would pause here and go watch because there are going to be spoilers. This movie was rated in Netflix's top 10 to watch for 18 days, which in today's landscape of content overload is actually really good. It also passed the pub test, with at least 5 different friends of mine texting me to say I had to watch it. Voicemails for Isabelle was 87% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. Did it deserve that score, Jerry?
For me, I would have given it probably maybe a 50%. For me, definitely not.
Well, let's get into it. Welcome back to another episode of Chemistry Read.
So apparently 2000 rom-coms are back.
They are so back, and I'm so here for it. So good.
I don't mind a little bit of, nostalgia from the 2000s. I went and watched The Devil Wears Prada 2 and loved it for all of that. But I did think it still updated things a little bit. Do you think Voicemails for Isabelle was a 2026 updated version of the 2000 rom-coms?
I think so. Let's start with some context. So Voicemails for Isabelle was also a female writer. And I do think, Jerry, that there is just something about the way that women write romances that I am 100% here for.
Okay. So female writer and director for Voicemails for Isabelle, but it wasn't originally a book.
No.
So it went straight into the film. And I don't know if I'm a bit of a victim of the fact that we've been watching a lot of limited series, and in those types of shows, you can get so much more character development and so much more into the characters, where I feel like Voicemails for Isabelle just had to lean into some of those tropes of a romantic comedy. But I just think I needed a little bit more time between watching some of those other shows that I've loved and watching this so that it landed a little bit better for me.
Same. Also, this movie has almost the exact same plot as another movie that was released not that long ago in 2023.
No.
Yes. So the movie is called Love Again, and I'll read you the description of the movie, all right? And you tell me if it sounds familiar. Mira is a young woman trying to move past the pain of her fiancé John's death 2 years earlier by sending texts to his old cell phone number. And she eventually forms a connection with Rob, the man to whom the number has been reassigned.
Okay. That sounds very familiar.
Very familiar. Now, I watched this movie.
Okay.
It stars Sam Heughan of Outlander fame, which is the only reason I watched this movie.
Yes,
It
please.
also stars Priyanka Chopra and, wait for it, Celine Dion.
She acts in it.
She acts in it. Yes, this is her feature film debut, if you will.
Yeah.
And that's probably what put me off watching Love Again.
Stick to your lane, Celine.
Yeah, it was kind of a flop. It got 30% on the tomato meter, but audiences seem to love it, 91% on the popcorn meter.
Oh.
So Voicemails for Isabelle has done markedly better, at least on Rotten Tomatoes and my algorithm.
Yes, absolutely. And I now need to go deep dive into whether they talk about that film being an inspiration for theirs, because it should.
Well, I saw that the writer-director Leah said that Voicemails for Isabelle was inspired by the relationship with her own sister.
Oh.
I don't know if the voicemails part or the cystic fibrosis part or the
Okay.
death of a sibling or just the relationship part, but that was the first thing that screamed to me when I saw the trailer for Voicemails for Isabelle. I was like, I feel like I've seen this before.
So maybe we're being a bit harsh. I don't want to start off negative because we did both love the sister relationship in this film. It was the hero for me.
Yeah.
I thought the way that they looked after each other as young kids, we see those earlier scenes and those kind of taking you through the different eras of their sisterhood was really beautiful. And the love was really there. I love how she really defended her to that dickhead little kid who said she smelled like cancer or whatever it may be. Yeah, I just thought that was a really strong depiction and that the film did a good job of actually building their relationship over those years.
Yeah, I loved the sister relationship. I loved the awareness for cystic fibrosis as well. We do know a lot about cancers, but I haven't seen another film where a lead character has cystic fibrosis. One of my favorite things about the relationship between the two sisters was how they spoke to each other, my lad, my dude, but how they used lines from famous movies to talk to each other. And I loved The Notebook. If I'm a bird, you're a bird too.
If I'm a bird, Mia, you're a bird too. Yeah. And I think that, it's so classic us, like the nostalgia factor, like it ropes us in every time, Mia. We're really suckers for that, aren't we?
Well, I just feel like it's just written for us, Jerry. Like you mentioned A Walk to Remember, and I'm back to watching a very young Mandy Moore playing in that movie, mentions You've Got Mail, Notting Hill, Bridget Jones's Diary, The Lion King, The Fault in Our
Simba.
Stars. Oh, so good. So good.
Yeah. So I thought that was, clever and really gave their relationship a bit of realness. I think in all of our relationships, we all have these nuances with our partners or with our close girlfriends that are in jokes that kind of define that relationship. And I think that represented that for the two sisters really well, along with the dance, obviously the choreographed dance that they learn as kids. That is a big form of the sisters' entertainment. That brings them back to being kind of really real characters. And I think that relationship is one of the only ones in a film that I thought was really real.
Yeah, I agree. Totally.
So that's good. We found some things that we loved.
I also really loved the scene with the live podcast and Tyler. That was one of my favorite scenes because it's just so true. Everyone has a podcast, including us. But like the douchebaggery of it was just so perfect. And then, what she stands up and says, like, if it walks like a duck, swims like a duck, then it's probably just a bargain bin Hugh Grant fuckboy with the podcast. I was like,
fuckboy with a podcast.
Fuckboy with a podcast. So good.
It was excellent line. Yeah, I think that landed really, really well.
There was one other thing that I loved. that I have to mention. So The Shawshank Redemption is one of my favorite movies of all time. Have you seen it, Jerry?
Well, I'm a reformed English teacher, Mia. 15 years teaching high school English. I have watched and taught The Shawshank Redemption more times than anyone would care to admit, and absolutely appreciate it for it's just a fantastic, absolutely fantastic film. But I cannot watch it again for this podcast. I'm sorry.
Oh, good. Oh, good. No need to watch it again. But the actor that plays Isabelle and Jill's dad is Gil Bellows, who's in The Shawshank Redemption. And I just love when you like, oh my goodness, that face is so familiar. Where do I know it from? And then they bring in actors that were like big in, the 2000s, and they give them roles.
And as someone who's taught the film 15 times, I didn't pick up on it. So now I'm like,
Yeah.
shit, I got to go back and look at that. Mia, I'm so bad with celebrities and names. It's not going to be my strength on this show. You're going to have to carry all the weight there.
I've got us. I will carry the load. I will not forget a face. Will not.
Okay, brilliant.
All right, so not so loved. What did you not so love about Voicemails for Isabelle?
So the biggest thing I hated was every scene that they set in Jill's kitchen with that really stereotypical toxic chef doing a very kind of Gordon Ramsay style of running the kitchen, the weird relationship with the guy that she had sex with once that cried, like the whole thing. I thought, yeah, I wasn't vibing that. Probably when it was like scrolling Instagram or something during a lot of those scenes, because it really made me mad, and I felt like it cheapened the movie quite a bit. She didn't need that on top of everything else that was going on in her life, and it wasn't actually, I think, the driving thing that pushed her to explore her dream of dessert tacos.
Yeah, I think they were trying to, because it was quite heavy, right, with the sister passing. They were trying to bring in the humor, but it wasn't funny at all. I didn't find any of those scenes funny.
No, the red-haired pube on the cupcake.
No, the
no,
comforts. No, no.
No. Okay.
For me, the entire movie had a pacing issue. The timeline made no sense. Like, how did Wes end up with Isabelle's phone number 2 seconds after she died? Like,
yeah,
there needed to be some
like the parents went and canceled that straight away. Is that the first thing you do?
It was literally like next minute, she's dead. He's got the phone number. It made no sense. Same deal with when he picks her up. She's fallen asleep on the couch. He picks her up and he takes her to her bed and he places her on her side. And then we do see some like yellow light, which is supposed to be like the sun rising, but she hasn't moved an inch. And humans, that's not how we sleep.
It is not.
And I don't know, it needed to kind of pan out to like a sunrise and something else, and then come back to her in the bed, and she's in a similar but not the exact same position. It looked like they had not even cut the tape. Like the scene was still rolling.
Yes. And I think it's a pacing issue. There was quite a number of big jumps, despite the fact that they kind of had those year after year montages at the top when they kind of span different eras. But then she sticks up for that other female chef in the kitchen, and the woman brushes her off and gives her nothing, and which seemed to fit, the toxic kitchen scene. But then all of a sudden, bam, she shows up at her dessert truck to work. And I'm like, whoa, pump the brakes. Where did that relationship develop? How did she even have her number? They kind of seemed like they didn't have any real connection outside of work. So I just didn't buy it.
I didn't buy it either. Also, as someone who loves food, she didn't eat anything. She cooked dinner for Wes. She made like an entree, and then she made him the chicken pot pie. She didn't eat anything. And I was like, I don't buy this. It's not
Me
right.
would be tucking in to all of that.
Exactly. Yeah. I will also say, people are going to come for me, and that's okay. Nick Robinson is a sensational actor. Fantastic. I just don't think he was right for this. And he plays the romantic partner of Jill. He plays Wes. there is something deceptive about his face, which made him a good fit for, betraying her with the voicemails, but he just wasn't the right pick for me. And then I did a bit of a deep dive, Jerry.
As you
and
do.
he is the same actor that was in Maid, that really heavy Netflix show about domestic violence. And he played the abuser opposite Margaret Qualley. And he was amazing in that role. So good. I'm sorry, but he needs just bad boy characters. Just like you can't put Tom Hanks as a bad character, I don't think you can put Nick Robinson as the heartthrob.
And I thought he was mildly attractive. He's not exactly my Scott Hunter type, but that's a bit of an even harder sell when he was shady. He was deceptive. I'm like, I didn't really trust you anyway. And then something about him just gave me that ick factor. Like I definitely didn't, whilst I enjoyed the movie, it wasn't like painful to watch the whole thing by any means. I wasn't in it for him. I didn't buy it. His character changed, the way he carried himself, the creepy showing up on the bench, just stalker style, weird.
Yeah. All right. So go with me here. I have a suggestion for an alternative to Nick Robinson. I do. I've done all my homework. I am ready to go. So there is an actor in the film Voicemails for Isabelle. His name is Spencer Lord. He plays the pink eye guy that goes on a date with Jill. But he has been in other movies like Heartland, The Last of Us. He is a young Scott Speedman, the actor from Felicity.
Yep.
And I have here side-by-side photos of Scott Speedman in his youth and Spencer Lord. Tell me he wouldn't have been a better Wes.
That chin, that bum chin, and those wavy locks.
Yeah, he's giving, I'm going to give up my semester for you.
Yeah.
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 So I might not be a fan of the Nick Robinson, but I have come with an alternative.
Okay. When they reshoot the third version of
casting director Mia. Yeah.
Goodbye campaigns. Hello, casting director. So let's give some credit where credit is due. What plot twist did you not see coming in the film?
Oh, not see coming. Well, I don't understand why she struggled to make dessert tacos, because she's already told Wes that it's her speciality. But then they did this whole montage of her trying to make the dessert tacos for the truck. And I just was like, I did not expect that hardship. Yeah. And then she turned them into nachos. And then I was like, I don't think that this is all that impressive.
Okay. So you didn't see that plot twist coming, nor did you think it was necessary.
No, yes, I think it's more the latter. What about you? What about you?
I actually am a bit embarrassed to say that I didn't see coming that Tyler, the dating podcaster guy, was going to be a douchebag.
He seems so nice.
Okay, good. It's not just me.
No.
Like when he kind of walked in on her leaving the voicemail and like he kind of handled it all really well. I thought he was like sweet and charming. The trope where he chased her out of the restaurant, like we've seen a million times before. But I mean, obviously, based on the first part of the movie, he wasn't going to be the guy she ends up with. So I don't know why, but I guess I just didn't see coming why he wasn't going to work out, because he did seem almost too good to be true. But I quite really enjoyed that he was this kind of fake or false podcaster guy that was actually a huge douchebag, and she called him out for it. So I liked it, but I didn't see it coming.
Yeah, that's a good one. Really good one. What did you spot coming a million miles away? An inevitability.
Inevitability. Well, poor Wes was really missing his mum's chicken pot pie.
Oh, yeah.
How convenient. You're dating a chef. So she makes him his chicken pot pie, and then he has an emotional breakdown as a result. But yes, we definitely saw that as being a big turning moment for him. That was going to happen.
Yeah, that was going to happen. I knew the minute he mentioned this card that he had found on eBay that was going to round out his collection, the trading card.
Yeah.
I was like, he's going to give up the card for her. I don't know how or why, but somehow it's going to become a choice between Jill and the trading card, and he's going to pick Jill. That was his redemption arc.
Yeah, excellent choice. And then his friend magically returned all of the voicemails to her phone, which was important. I'm glad that she had those in the end. I can, suspend my disbelief to accept that could have actually happened.
I'm surprised Apple hasn't come out. I mean, I'm going into campaign territory now, but why hasn't Apple come out and said, hey, when you install a software update, you do not lose your voicemails?
Yeah. Mia, we're not talking about campaigns on Chemistry Read.
Different podcast.
You're breaking one of our rules.
Okay.
So things we're still thinking about. Tell me, what's something you can't stop thinking about from this show?
I did not pick this, but the internet has delivered. I didn't notice that Izzy was in the background of the final dance scene, but Instagram has pointed me there. And then, of course, I went back and watched the scene, and there she is. And it did make me cry, I'll be honest. That was very sweet.
Very, very well done. Oh,
yeah.
And then she says it's her last voicemail. Oh, it was so good. Yeah. Wes just gives me stalker vibes, and I can't get around it. And I'm sorry that actor may forever be ruined for me because of this film. He never even apologized for being a stalker.
That is such a good point. He didn't, did he?
No, there's no apology and really explanation for that. Yuck.
Yeah, that's a good one. So many Easter eggs in this show. And again, I feel like this is like a female writer attention to detail thing. The pink and purple fireworks, which she mentioned in one of her voicemails to Isabelle that she wanted. But he's running across the road to get to her, and the Paramount movie theater is playing Sleepless in Seattle, which I thought was a really nice. It was a really nice.
I didn't pick that up.
Yeah.
You always pick up on these things I love. So Dancing on My Own, that song, Robin.
Robin, yeah.
And now I have a real personal affinity for that song for myself anyway, so I was already in love with it. But I thought it was so clever, the lyrics, because it obviously foreshadowed that inevitably Jill was going to be dancing on her own without her sister.
Oh my God, I did not pick up on that.
Oh, I picked up on something that Mia didn't. Yeah, guys, can we use this as a sound grab?
So true. So true.
It made me emotional at the end, for sure, along with how beautiful the scene was. Anyway.
Oh, that's a good one. They used To Build a Home by Cinematic Orchestra for a lot of the more dramatic scenes, and I thought that was the perfect soundtrack for those scenes. It's a very iconic song. It's a very well-known song. I don't think you can use too much of it, but they did it really well.
So overall, we didn't love it. Things that were hit and miss, but I feel like we are a little bit against the grain. Most people did love it. I mean, it did get 87% on Rotten Tomatoes. So if you're listening, come to the Facebook group that we have and tell us what we missed. Tell us the good bits that we just didn't appreciate in this episode and the things that you would have liked to see. We can continue our conversation there.
Yeah, and it's not that we didn't love it. It's just that I probably wouldn't rewatch it. What about you, Jerry?
Yeah, no, it's not on my rewatch list for sure. Nor am I kind of telling people to run out and watch it either, where I'm harassing people to watch some other stuff so we can talk about it. Coming up on Chemistry Read, we are watching Heated Rivalry, which I recommend you go and watch on HBO. You can get a subscription through Amazon Prime. I know, another subscription, but honestly, this show is well worth watching, especially if you enjoyed Off Campus, because we are right back on the ice rink and we are playing ice hockey. That's a wrap on this week's episode of Chemistry Read. Are you already in the Chemistry Read
Facebook group, The Lab, you should come and join us in there because that's where we continue the conversation after the credits roll. We want to know what you thought about the episode, what we missed, what TV shows, movies, documentaries, and books we should discuss next. And you should absolutely please leave us a review if you like this episode. It helps more people find the show, and it tells us that this is not just Jerry and I talking obsessively into our microphones for our own entertainment. See you next time.